The English Channel is one of the most famous bodies of water on Earth and also one of the most strategic. It is the fortress that separates England from mainland Europe, namely France, but it's only 30 miles wide. People can swim it. And it's been used, of course, in countless battles and wars all throughout history, famously D-Day. But going all the way back to antiquity, the English Channel was, of course, constantly militarized and reinforced, and has been a launching pad for every single British conquest of European powers. But now it is being used to conquer Great Britain. It is no longer a fortress, but a liability. The proximity to France allows for unlimited, filthy dinghies filled with North African Muslim migrants in hideous conditions to cross the short 30 to 40 mile trip and to catch on fire, to crash the border. You can see here, small boat arrivals in the last 7 days. Ding, 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 ding. Migrants arrived per boat, 752, 326. This is the main vector of arriving in England, and it is created by French NGOs who help the migrants get the hell out of France and send them across the channel to England like they were trash. French don't like being exposed.
So you can see these NGO workers here who have been helping the illegal immigrants during their journey, now very happy apparently. Guys, est-ce que vous parlez anglais? Est-ce que vous parlez anglais?
No.
It's a public place. It's a public place. C'est un lieu public, no? You're facilitating illegal immigration, madam. Beware, this is a criminal offence. It's a criminal offence.
So the French, once again, using the English Channel against the British, just like old time's sake. Hundreds of thousands, probably millions at this point, criminal aliens, unwashed, filthy, running up on the beaches of England. And this is causing, of course, major frustration for an island that should be very hard to illegally immigrate to, right? England, again, should have a natural fortress against walking immigration. America doesn't have that, sadly. Therefore, people were really thrilled with reports that great white sharks were now patrolling the English Channel, saying maybe they'll do a better job of defending our borders than the British government. But hold your horses. The Reform Party, ladies and gentlemen, has announced a new plan. They will be deploying the full might of the Royal Navy to the English Channel to stop every single migrant that tries to get across the channel. Reform UK will order the Royal Navy to intercept every single dinghy and return the occupants to France if the party wins in the next general election. Oh my. Let's go ahead and read here. Nigel Farage vows to launch the largest military operation in the English Channel since World War II to end small boat migrant invasion crisis. Reform UK will order the Royal Navy to intercept every single dinghy and return the occupants to France as part if his party wins the general election. Under Operation Fortress, party chiefs, not a single migrant crossing the channel will make it to our shores. It follows the chaotic scenes in Ceuta, Spain, where 60,000 migrants stormed in a single day. At least 86 people died in huge numbers, and some were also killed in the stampede. The rush of asylum seekers in order to just get unlimited welfare and never have to work again. They're sending their best for sure. Here we go. The Royal Navy is there to protect our country from invasion. This is what I'm going to use it for.
It's there to protect this country from invasion, and that now is what it should be used for. I think actually, you know what, the country will get behind the message that we have a Royal Navy. It's there to protect this country from invasion, and that now is what it.
Okay, let's go ahead and look. Tony Abbott, the man who stops boats in Australia, has just endorsed our plan to put the Royal Navy in the English
Channel. Send people back in that are absolutely essential. The first is being prepared to send boats back. Mm-hmm. If needs be, send people back in unsinkable life rafts, which is what my government did. The second is disrupting these people gangs on land, and largely with the cooperation of the Indonesians. That's what we did. And the issue for the British government is how much cooperation will they get from the French, but it has to happen by hook or by crook. It just has to happen, because what's happening across the English Channel now is a peaceful invasion.
And of course, we saw those shocking scenes out of that Spanish territory too.
And this is where Europe collectively has been incredibly weak. If you lose control of your borders, in the end, you lose your sovereignty. And Europe has now tolerated what amounts to a peaceful invasion for over a decade.
So are they finally going to get serious about this? The UK Border Force vessel safely returning migrants to France today. The Operation Fortress can be done. It must be done to stop the invasion of our country. So that's nice to see. So they're sending them back to France. But this is being used, I mean, again, as we call this biological warfare for a reason. It's used as biological warfare between nations. So here's a bunch of, illiterate third worlders who are just going to be a parasitic drain on your nation, make your streets less safe, deplete your welfare services, and plunge your nations already further into debt. And we're just going to wash them up on your shores and make you deal with them. And this is like a major tactic, and it's been used all across Europe. And of course, it's destroyed much of Europe. Important reform policy announcements says, let's see here, the Shadow Home Secretary for Reform UK. In a plan endorsed by senior members of His Majesty's Royal Forces, the Reform government will launch Operation Fortress, a military operation to secure British borders. Britain is being invaded. Tory and Labour governments respond with free ferry services and free hotels. Reform UK will respond by launching the largest military operation in the English Channel since World War II. Nigel will order His Majesty's Royal Service to ensure not a single unauthorized vessel crosses the English Channel and makes it to our shores. Those who attempt will be intercepted by armed forces and returned to France. Those who, with no right to enter Britain, our borders will be impenetrable. Under Reform UK government, nobody coming across the channel will, by boat illegally, make it to our shores. This is how we will stop the boats. We will stop the invasion. Full details tomorrow morning. Well, they could do it. I mean, look at this. As of 2026, the Royal Navy has 60 commissioned and active ships and supporting vessels. There are, in the Royal Marines, Reserves, and related elements, 32,000 active personnel in the Royal Navy, 3,200 reserves, and 2,500 other personnel. So you have 2 aircraft carriers, 6 destroyers, 4 to 5 frigates, 10 nuclear-powered submarines. Hey, that'd be pretty cool. Deploy some nuclear-powered submarines. And you could actually do it. Now, there was a little pop in the polls for Labour because they just did a whole Justin Trudeau switcheroo like libtards did in Canada, but that has now gone away. Look at this. Reform is right back up there, leading the polls once again. Now, this is the most recent polls from just today, and probably because Nigel Farage says it's time to wake up. It's an invasion. This is how you end up leading in the polls. The fatigue for everyone is overwhelming. We've had enough. So yes, send in the military. Well done, Nigel. Trump, I know Trump's already doing the same, but this is where the American people want the military, not the Strait of Hormuz. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comment section.